This is Nolan Davis with The Perfect Gentleman, and you've seen me do a lot of things on this show, from romance tips, fashion tips, date ideas, and the Perfect Gentleman 90-Day Challenge. Today, we're talking about a charitable organization that we've partnered with that focuses on the fallen heroes of our country. It's people that give their lives for us every day. And it was brought to my attention that they're not getting, and their families are not getting exactly what they need to keep surviving. So right now, we're in the Veterans Memorial Cemetery, and we're about to talk to John St. John, the president of the board of directors. So how are you, John?
Nolan, I'm fine. Good to see you today.
All right, nice to see you as well. Now give me some of the information that we've talked about before on the start of the foundation and why you guys are doing what you're doing.
Nolan, I appreciate you asking. This was a dream of a friend of mine, a really good, become a very best friend, Mike Lattiser and his wife. Mike had served in Vietnam in the Special Forces. What he realized as being a veteran, and now he's actually a disabled veteran, but there was something missing in all of the organizations that had been created to help veterans. And when a veteran is lost, after their funeral, life has to go on, but life can be very difficult. There are first expenses, there's rent, there's cost, how do you help with the kids? There's simple cost that there are no solutions for. And so what they're trying to do is be boots on the ground, the first there to help people without a lot of bureaucracy. And the way to do that is to have a tight-knit group of people that are dedicated, and now a group of veterans that want to help veterans, and that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you guys do that? What type of resources do you use? Where do you get the resources from? Talk to me about that.
Well, Nolan, like any organization that just starts, it starts with a dream. First, it starts with veterans. It starts from the heart of a veteran. When a person joins the service, they commit their life and their all to their country. They've served proudly, as Mike has, and I have myself. The point is that they realize that when they look around and they start to see in this wall of stone, this garden of stone that we're in, every one of these people serve their country, serve it proudly, all have families that they left behind, and all of them had challenges when they left.
Yes, sir.
So what the idea is to have a dream is to create funds. Now what happens is you can't help unless you have some resources. So they're doing whatever they can to create a source of funds that can hopefully be a perpetual source. You know, there's companies that put into their world that, okay, this is a worthy cause, so I'm going to put this into my budget. It's a 501(c)(3). This is a nonprofit organization that's designed to help the fallen hero survivors. That's why they call it the Fallen Heroes Survivors Foundation.
Now, with 85% going to the families that are in need, tell me about some of the things that you guys pay for the families.
Well, at this point, we have to be straight up poker on this thing. This is in the embryonic stage of this organization. Within the year, the things that we're going to pay for, the first expenses, you know, when you have to leave the post or a base and you have to go find a place to live, a lot of people just can't do it. Sometimes it's simple things like groceries. Sometimes it's child care. It's the simple things that are missed that just haven't been addressed by anybody yet. Maybe in time it would be scholarships. Perhaps it would be helping with simple things like utilities. It's not a handout. This is not an entitlement group. We have no intention of handing out. We're going to hand up. The idea is to help people to get back on their feet and get them going and move on to the next person. We'll partner with other organizations that are helping veterans, and if we all work together, we'll make a difference. And that these people that have served will be grateful from where they are. Their families will, and then what we'll find is we'll find a nation of young people that says, you know, our nation appreciates us. I want to be a part of the armed services.
Absolutely.
So we're not asking people to do great things, though we'd be happy if they did. We think a grateful nation would be a nation of a lot of people doing just a little bit. And if a lot of people doing just a little bit, we'll change the face of the world, and the veterans that have passed will have been honored as they should be honored.
Absolutely, and I agree with you 100%, John. I do appreciate your time here, and we're going to talk to one other person before I let you guys go, and she takes care of all the fundraising, and her name is Christina Blackman, correct?
Right, yes.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me visit with you.
Absolutely, no problem.
You.
Now we're sitting here with Christina Blackman. How are you, Christina?
Good, solid thanks.
All right. Now, this foundation, tell me what drew you to this foundation?
Well, I've worked with a lot of charities in the past couple of years, specifically American Cancer Society, Starlet Gala, the Goodwill Gala. I've found a passion for charity. However, I ran into Mike Lettiser, and I have so many family members in the military, and I found that this is my charity now. This is what I want to do for a living, basically. Helping other people, and especially those that have been left behind, is so important.
Now, when I spoke with John earlier, John told me that you guys are doing a lot of different fundraisers. Tell me about some of them.
Well, what we're setting up is every second Saturday of the month, we would like to do a monthly charity all over the Houston area at different venues to get different communities involved and different local businesses involved, so that everyone has a chance to come out and enjoy a good time for a good cause. We're also going to be doing car washes.
I was just about to say, when you say a good time, tell me about some of the good times we're going to have.
We're going to have a car wash. Several restaurants, organizations have already donated their time and facilities. We're also going to be doing a yearly gala, just as every other charity will be doing.
So I get to dress up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Black tie affair only.
Okay, okay.
We're also looking at several parks and larger facilities downtown Kemah Boardwalk to do a huge family day, to let everybody involved, let the kids come out and be with the families, and everybody honor the fallen heroes.
Okay. Now, how often are you guys going to have fundraisers?
Looking at every second Saturday at a different venue, minimum once a month. We're also going to be with several other organizations with at least a table or a booth at their bike nights, raising money for the foundation.
Okay, okay. All right, well, thank you, Miss Christina.
Thank you.
All right. For everybody that's watching at home, I want you to make sure you stay tuned for the next fundraiser in your area. Until next time, love to live to love, and be well.